Hey everybody, it's Katherine
and Sophie,
Grammy,
and Isa
from Georgetown Cupcake.
Welcome. Today we're going to show you how to bake our gingerbread cupcakes with cinnamon cream cheese frosting.
we just lost power.
Just
That was crazy.
if it gets dark, we're losing power.
I think we had too much stuff on. The oven was on, the mixers were going, and the lights were on.
Okay.
Okay, and I was blow drying my hair.
Okay.
Oh, the power went off again. OMG. Okay, this is not good, guys.
Okay.
How are we supposed to bake with no power?
Just
Okay.
Warning: if the lights are bad, it's because there's a power on.
Yes. Warning, we lost power, but we're back.
Speaking of warning, what's this?
Yes.
Okay, so Isa is not going to be baking with us because she broke her finger, but Grammy is a great gift wrapper, and so we're going to gift wrap her finger. While Sophie and I bake the gingerbread recipe.
So you guys go gift wrap your
She'll
finger.
give it,
and
you
come
can
back
pick
to
out
taste
whatever
the
wrapping
cupcakes.
paper you want.
Yes.
Okay, say goodbye.
Bye.
And then we'll see.
have a gift wrapped finger.
You're going to have a gift wrapped finger, and it's going to be adorably cute.
Yes. Okay, so let's get started.
For the gingerbread cupcakes, you'll need the following ingredients: 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 1/2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1 cup of dark brown sugar, 3 large eggs, 1 1/4 cups of molasses, and 1 cup of hot water.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees.
We're going to line a cupcake pan with 12 paper baking cups.
I've got the mixer here. We've got the green glitter mixer.
For holidays, we're going to add 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter to it. We want to make sure that it's at room temperature. Mix that in. Okay, and then we're going to cream it together with some brown sugar. We're using dark brown sugar.
Wait, question. Why do we use dark brown sugar and not white granulated sugar?
Well, we want to give it that gingerbready, caramelly, biscuity flavor. Brown sugar has molasses in it, so that makes it different from regular white sugar. And people often ask, can I substitute dark brown sugar for light brown sugar and vice versa? You definitely can. The only difference between light brown sugar and dark brown sugar is the amount of molasses in it. So if you really love that rich, caramelly, biscuity flavor of molasses, then go for the dark brown sugar. Otherwise, you can use light brown sugar. They'll work both just fine in any recipe.
Okay, so brown sugar.
There we go, right? Perfect. And we're going to cream these together for about 3 to 5 minutes until they're light and fluffy. This is the key to making light and fluffy cupcakes, so make sure you do not cut this part of the recipe short. So we're going to take our dry ingredients. We have 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to add 1 1/2 teaspoons of cinnamon. We're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. They smell so good. I wish you could smell this through the screen.
And for the thing that actually makes it a gingerbread cupcake, the ginger.
3 tablespoons of ginger, ground ginger going right in. Kind of sift them together. This is a great at-home kitchen tip. If you don't have a handheld rotary sifter, just use a kitchen whisk. It works perfect. So we've got some baking soda. We're going to add right in there, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Do not forget your salt. If you do not put your salt in the recipe, even if the recipe calls for just a pinch, it can make a huge difference because salt is a flavor enhancer, and you want to keep the salt in. Otherwise, you kind of bite it into it like this has no flavor. So a little bit of pinch of salt packs a lot of punch. So just don't forget the salt. Great. Now we're going to add 3 eggs, low speed. Now from now on, we want to mix our batter as little as possible and as on low speed as we can. Just until it's combined, because we created all this beautiful air in it. We do not want to kind of crush it all. So nice and slow eggs. Perfect. Okay, and now we're going to add 1 1/4 cups of molasses. This gives it its kind of signature gingerbread flavor. Molasses is a staple of gingerbread cookies and cupcakes.
That sounds good.
It smells really good.
Slow coming out.
Yes.
Like slow, like molasses.
It smells delicious.
You're tripping it all over, Katherine.
All right, now we're ready to add our dry ingredients with 1 cup of hot water. Did you really ruin it? What else is new? Anyway, we're gonna add, alternate our dry ingredients with our hot water, 1/3 at a time. Again, we wanna kind of crush our batter and throw it all in at once. We wanna keep all that air we've created to be very gentle, add a little bit at a time, about 1/3 at a time, and alternate with the water.
So what I really love about this recipe is that,
I don't love gingerbread cookies because they're so like hard. But this is like the essence of gingerbread cookie in a cake form.
It's nice and soft.
It's soft and it's just delicious, light and fluffy when you bite into it.
Yeah.
So if you're the kind of person who's like, oh, I don't really like gingerbread cookies because I don't really like the texture, the hardness of them, this is the thing for you.
Yes. Yeah. This recipe.
It's gingerbread in its best form.
Yes. And there's a reason why it's one of the most popular flavors of Georgetown Cupcake during the holidays. There's something about gingerbread. Everyone loves it, especially with the cream cheese frosting. It's delicious. Now, one thing here, this is the end of our recipe in terms of making the batter, but if you wanted to, you could zest a couple teaspoons of orange zest and put it in the batter. People love that. There's something about like orange zest and gingerbread that goes well together. You could also put half a cup of chocolate chips if you want to make a chocolate chip gingerbread. Or you could even add half a cup of cranberries or dried cranberries if you wanted to give it a little kind of like almost like a fruitcake kind of feel to it.
But like the best fruitcake you've ever had.
Yes.
Not that kind that everyone hates.
Yes, yeah. People generally
hate fruitcake,
yes.
but you could make it a really delicious
with some
fruitcake.
orange zest and some cranberries. We're just going to keep it as a strict kind of classic gingerbread, no add-ons, but those are kinds of things you can add to it to kind of jazz it up and make it your own. Oh my god, we lost the power again.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're like literally in complete darkness. This is insane. Okay, hi.
We're back.
Okay, hi. Yeah, that was crazy. I was
turn the mixer on.
literally baking in complete blackness there,
Yes.
and that was terrifying.
So the mixer still doesn't work. So the generator's on right now. So only some stuff in the kitchen work. So, well, it's a good thing I think our batter was basically done. Why don't we scoop it?
Kind of was, but we should wait for the lights to go on, shouldn't we?
They may not come back on.
But they did. They went off and they went on again. Okay,
No,
hold
but
up.
now the generator's on, so the power has not come back.
But it did last time because remember the ring lights.
But how do we know the power's going to come back this time?
Well, we just don't know.
Okay, we're back. We still do not have power yet. Our generator's on and half the lights in our kitchen are on, but we're going to keep on baking because we have no idea when the power is going to fully come back. Okay, so here we got our batter. Beautiful. We're going to use an ice cream scoop to scoop our batter so that each cupcake is the same size. We're going to fill each well so it's about 2/3 of the way full.
I'm a really good scooper.
She's a really fast and very good scooper. That is a hidden talent Katherine has. She's a master scooper.
And I'm a really good parallel parker.
Yeah, it's like these weird talents she has. She's actually a very good video game player too. That's her 3 talents are parallel parking, scooping cupcakes, and playing video games.
No. Okay, well maybe when I was like a tween,
Yes.
when I was like 12 years
Yeah,
old.
not now.
I'm not a gamer.
When you were young, you were a really good video game player.
Like Super Mario Brothers 3,
Yes.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
But
those are 3 random
Now you're
concepts.
aging me.
Yeah.
Now everyone's gonna know how old I am.
Okay, anyway, we're going to
like
put
really
these
old.
cupcakes in the oven.
My
We're going
Atari.
to bake them for 16 to 18 minutes. While our cupcakes are baking in the oven, we're going to make our cinnamon cream cheese frosting. Although our mixer does not work right now because we don't have power. So that's a problem, Katherine.
But why don't we do the fondant?
We could make fondant.
We could make fondant.
Okay, let's do the fondant first.
Let's
do
do the
fondant first.
fondant and let's just pray to God that the power comes back on.
Okay, we're ready to make the fondant. To make the fondant gingerbread men, we are going to use some brown fondant.
Okay, so this fondant is actually a chocolate fondant. And what's so great about fondant is that you can flavor it and color it anything you want. And I know I've said that before, but you know, the Christmas time, you can add a little peppermint extract to it. You can add a little bit of cinnamon extract to it and make these delicious like Christmas flavored candy. And this is really fun activity to do with kids at home. Isa broke her finger, so she can't do it.
I know, she loves making fondant too.
I know, it's so sad. Work it in your hands like this to warm up the fondant. And then you're going to take a rolling pin and you're going to roll out your fondant, probably to the thickness, I would say, of a quarter.
We like to decorate our cupcakes very sparingly with fondant, so they're just like little decorative accents, not big, thick pieces.
And, you know, you're probably going to have a ton of different holiday cookie cutters at your house. You can get these cute little gingerbread
They're
ones.
mini ones. These are mini cookie cutters.
Mini cookie cutters. You can get them in craft stores these days. You can get them online. But there's tons of mini size ones that you can use to make holiday decorations. So I'm going to use our little gingerbread man here. Or woman. Could be a gingerbread woman.
Yeah.
So we got these cute little gingerbread men that I've cut out.
They're adorable.
They are so adorable. Look at them. They're so cute like this. Little guy. Okay. I am going.
We need his buttons. We need to put his buttons on.
Yes, he's basically naked, so
Yes.
he needs buttons. Okay, so we got these red candy balls here. You
Not
can
great.
use like, you know, mini M&Ms or other mini candies that are red to put for his buttons. So I'm going to take 2 little candies, balls, and put them right in the middle of his tummy area. Come back here.
So cute. Don't run away.
Ah!
Don't run away.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I like to make sure that they're perfectly centered on his stomach area. I really hate it like when one button's like really high and one's really low. It's like they got it perfectly placed. He's got to look sharp.
So we're gonna let them dry. While they're hardening, you want to let your fondant harden for like 15 to 20 minutes so it doesn't get so soft. It has a little bit of structure to it. So we're gonna let them harden.
So bite into it like a little candy.
Yeah. The problem is we still don't have power in our kitchen and our mixers still do not work. Unfortunately, my generator does not power everything, only certain things. So let's try different plugs. Maybe we'll take this show somewhere else in the kitchen.
Take the show on the road.
Yes,
right?
Some plugs gotta work. Some outlets gotta work.
Something's gotta okay. Even if it's in the bathroom. We'll make frosting in the bathroom.
No.
Okay, so we just moved to a new outlet in the kitchen and the power has just come back on. So now we're gonna move back. For the cinnamon cream cheese frosting, you'll need the following ingredients: 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 6 cups of sifted confectioner's sugar, a half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. We're making the frosting and we have our butter and our cream cheese mixed together. I'm gonna add the vanilla now. And we love using a pure vanilla extract. Ours is a Madagascar bourbon vanilla, but if you can get a pure vanilla extract, we really recommend that as opposed to imitation vanilla. And when you're using very little ingredients like this, using the best quality really makes a difference because it really shines through in the product. So if you can splurge on getting a great vanilla, we recommend that. I'm gonna add our 6 cups of confectioner sugar. Okay, this is coming with a warning. So when you add your confectioner sugar, you really wanna make sure you add slowly, just 1 cup at a time, and make sure your mixer is on the lowest speed. What you don't want is to dump all your sugar in all at once because you get this huge cloud of sugar
That's happened
explode
to us
in your face.
lots of times.
And I've seen it happen to a lot of other people too. And then while it looks cute, it makes for great photos and stuff like that, you don't have to clean up that mess. It's just not worth it. Okay, so we're gonna slow down our mixer. Sophie's notorious for like putting it on high and then making me, stand by the mixer so it explodes in my face. Okay, so I add around, I add a cup to there and we're gonna whip it up. So the key is to mix it on slow, and you want the butter and the cream cheese mixture to kind of combine with the confectioner sugar. Let it combine for a while and you'll see it kind of tear away at the edges. And once you see that it's pretty much combined, you really want to kick your mixer up on high speed. And the key to getting really great pillowy cloud-like frosting is really just whipping it on high for as long as possible. She will make me look in the mixer and say, oh, look what's in the mixer, and then she'll like put the mixer on high and then all the sugar will fly in my face. I've fallen for that. I've fallen for that quite a few times actually. A little bit more. So what we're making now is a vanilla cream cheese frosting. So this is a great frosting to use if you're frosting red velvet cake or carrot cake. There are a lot of different cupcakes that pair very well with the vanilla cream cheese frosting. We are going to be adding cinnamon to this at the very end. So if you don't like cinnamon, you can leave it as a regular cream cheese frosting, vanilla cream cheese to do your gingerbreads. But using a vanilla cream cheese frosting, I feel like it really does pair very, very well with the gingerbread cupcake.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can start off small. I'm using 3 teaspoons of it. You may want to start, if you're not a huge fan of cinnamon, start a teaspoon at a time, taste it, and you can increase the cinnamon if you think it needs more.
If you do not want to add cinnamon, you can definitely add a couple of teaspoons of lemon zest or orange zest. Those pair really nicely with gingerbread frosting as well. Or Katherine said, just leave it plain. Don't have to add anything. Just the vanilla cream cheese is perfect. Wonderful.
So now we're gonna let that combine, and then we're gonna mix it on high.
Yes.
Boom. You can wear goggles if you don't want to get any confection sugar in your eyes.
Smells good though.
It does. And this
We
is the
always
part.
we always say the more of a mess you make in the kitchen, the more fun you're having, and the better your cupcakes will taste.
Except for the person who has to clean the kitchen at the end, which is usually me.
I don't think so.
What? Crazy. I always help clean it. Okay, so we're gonna mix on high. This is the great part about making frosting is that you can actually taste it to make sure it tastes good. So I'll just do the taste test. Wow, that's good.
Should we add the cinnamon?
Yes.
Right, add the cinnamon.
I love cream frosting. Okay, so now we're gonna add the 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. Boom.
Okay.
There we go.
I wish you guys could all smell through the computer because this smells so good. It smells like the holidays. This is why I love our gingerbread cupcakes in December. It just feels like the holidays.
And it's always fun. For us, it's all about baking with family during the holidays. So we really want to make these videos so you guys can bake at home with your family during the holidays too, and show you that it's not that It's not that scary. It's actually kind of fun when you do it together as a family.
You know what? You can use this recipe to make a gingerbread cake too. Instead of making cupcakes, if you wanted to bake this batter in 8-inch or 9-inch cake pan, you could definitely do that. Just bake it for 35 to 40 minutes and have a wonderful gingerbread cake with the cinnamon cream cheese frosting.
And everybody, all your family is going to be so impressed when you bring out this beautiful gingerbread
cake. You
cake.
can even use this frosting as a filling if you were making gingerbread cookies to make a sandwich filling for your cookies too. So good. So
during Christmas time, the holidays, we love to bake and put out all these different desserts. It's like we have this big meal on Christmas Eve and then
we have a huge dessert spread. Really, the desserts are like a big thing for us on Christmas
everybody's
Eve.
just waiting for the dessert anyway.
Yeah.
You know, we just eat the meal and we're like waiting till it's time for dessert.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I actually
This is so good.
Yeah. Okay. I think this looks good, Catherine. It's ready to
I could just eat it like this.
We don't eat it all. We gotta frost the cupcakes.
Mm.
Okay, ready?
Oh my God, it's so good.
Okay, let's frost these things.
Okay, hold on. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, I gotta focus.
Okay.
Stop eating.
So we're now ready to load our frosting bag full of frosting.
So if you don't have frosting bags at home, you can always use a freezer bag. Cut the side.
Cut the corner.
Sorry, if you don't have.
Don't cut the side.
cut right in here. It all squirt out everywhere. Okay, so if you don't have a frosting bag at home, you can always use a freezer bag and cut the corner.
There you go.
So I got my scissors here. Got a freezer bag. I'm gonna cut about 1 inch. We like using this round tip at our bakery. If you don't have any tips at home, you know what? You can just use the plastic freezer bag and cut the corner of it. You won't get as sharp of a swirl.
But it'll still be good.
It'll still look good. So I'm gonna take my freezer bag and I'm gonna stick it all the way in. Watch my elbow.
Cringy elbow alert.
Okay, so this recipe actually makes frosting for 12 cupcakes. I love frosting, and some people say, oh, I'm a little heavy-handed with it. To be honest with you, I think I put the right amount of frosting on.
But that cake to frosting ratio is a debatable thing. It's highly debatable in the cupcake world. We like kind of like a 75 to 25% cake to cupcake ratio, cupcake to frosting ratio. Some people like more frosting, some people like less. I think our frosting ratio is pretty darn good.
Yes, because I like frosting. But if you don't like frosting, then obviously you can use a spatula, put a little bit on. Okay, so our cupcakes have come out of the oven. They look amazing.
Yes. Great.
Okay, so to make the signature swirl, what you're going to do is you're going to hold your frosting bag. You're going to hold it from the top. You want to make sure you hold the top of the bag because the frosting will come out the top, and you don't want that. You're going to apply pressure to the center of the bag, and the key is to just keep squeezing. Yeah. Once you let up, the frosting stops coming out of the bag, and then it breaks your swirl. So I always say, once you start, don't stop. And just to have confidence, go all the way through the motion and end it. You're going to start in the center of the cupcake
and end in the center.
And yes, so you're going to start in the center, and you're going to end in the center, but you're going to center, go around in a circle, and come back down in the center with a burst of pressure. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it. You can do it with me at home. Okay, so start in the center of the cupcake, go around in a circle, and down in the center with a burst of pressure.
Beautiful. Do you want to use your long arms, Catherine, and show the camera?
My go-go gadget arms. Here we go. Okay, so this is the signature swirl right there. You see that beautiful little ridge, that swirl?
Beautiful.
And that is it. And it's really easy.
I think there's something kind of very, just kind of special about the signature swirl. And we put a little gingerbread man on top.
Okay,
and it looks so cute.
It is adorable. This little gingerbread guy. Look at him here. Look at this little guy. He's so sweet, right?
Yeah.
Look at right in front of your face, Sophie.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So let's frost the rest of these and then call Grammy and Isa and give them a taste.
Hey everybody, we're back with Grammy and Isa. Me. Yes, and we are finished our gingerbread cupcakes with cinnamon cream frosting.
I call this one.
Yep. Okay, and now it's time to try them. Okay, let's do the taste test, everybody. Are we ready? Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this. Oh,
this is really good.
This is a million times better than a gingerbread cookie, don't you think? The gingerbread cookies are hard. They're so delicious. My God. I just went right for the fondant.
That's so delicious.
Crunchy
You got little crunchy little balls.
This is a perfect holiday cupcake.
Okay, if you guys can make this over the holidays for your friends and family, they will be so impressed.
Or you can get it at Georgetown Cupcake. It's available through the end of the month.
Oh my God. That's so good, you guys. So from all of us, we want to wish you guys a very happy holiday. And we hope you can make our gingerbread cupcakes with cinnamon cream cheese frosting. Happy holidays!
Yeah.
Now I'm just going to finish eating this.
So good.
Okay, all done. Nothing but the wrapper. you guys have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
Bye-bye.